and then you go for it, okay? All right. Well, hey guys, welcome to our show. My name is Miguel Guzman, along with my friend Javier Barajas, and we're going to be bringing to you amazing interviews, you guys, of the local Las Vegas entrepreneurs. And we're going to be sharing with you a little bit about our background and how we decided to go into entrepreneur, and also be discovering the entrepreneurs of Las Vegas. And I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. Right, Javi?
It's going to be a great show, especially because it's going to tell you, for all of you there that are on the fence deciding should I take the leap or not, how do we start?
Right.
For example, how do you start?
You know, I never really looked into becoming an entrepreneur, to be honest. You know, I used to work for a big orange box store, a retailer here in town. I used to wear an orange apron, if you guys guess who that is, right? And I started in the business that I'm in. I'm in the financial services industry. I started on a part-time basis and never really with the intention of quitting my job, right? I wanted to climb up the corporate ladder, get my own store, and follow, you know, what people tell you. Go to school, get good grades, get a good education, get a good job. And that's all I heard growing up, right? And that's kind of the path that I had. And luckily, I was able to become in the area of entrepreneur, right? And business owner on a part-time basis. And I did that for about 3.5 years. And what happened was in 2005, I decided to go full-time. And you know, became a full-time entrepreneur, business owner, and for the last now close to 14 years, that's all we've done, Javi, is just, you know, became an entrepreneur. And now our goal is to train and develop people, right, at the same time that we're helping other people, especially people that may be watching this video that may be thinking, man, I don't know, right, or it's a big leap of faith, I don't know if I can do it. But we want to be able to bring you examples of people that have done it, not just us and our examples, of people that have done it in the past that really made a change in their lifestyle and in their careers and just went in for it, you know. So maybe you can share a little bit about how you decided to start.
Well, something similar to yours, you know, same scenario, you know, go to school, become somebody, get a degree, and it's all good. Trust me, I'm not putting anything down. You know, I got brothers and sisters that are still doing that, and they're doing really well. But the entrepreneur spirit is within, you know, like doctors. They're still the doctors. I still have a kid that is going to for becoming a doctor, and still have the entrepreneur, you know, not only work for the hospital, perhaps like making up and building our clinic and helping others. I did become entrepreneur after working for the auto industry, you know, a big corporation in town, nationwide. And the reason was my wife. My wife said, you know what, you're always working so hard. You're always working and paying this big company. Why don't you do it for yourself? Right. You know, collect a little bit more of that so you can share more with the community. And I started doing it. about 12 years ago.
And so your wife had the entrepreneur.
She has it. She has it because on her family side, they're always in the service and the, you know, in exchange.
She's gonna be on our show one of these days. Okay?
And her and many other people that are very successful in town. And then you have other people, you know, that like start like the older Javier Barajas with the restaurants,
Mexican
restaurant, and everybody knows him. A lot of people that started out of nowhere, just with the dream, you know.
Right.
It was with the dream, they up and going and get it. Now I'll tell you one thing though, if you take it in consideration becoming an entrepreneur, it's not that easy path that most people think. Oh, I'm gonna become an entrepreneur, I'm gonna be my own boss, and it's gonna take a few hours here and there, and I make all this money helping everybody.
Right.
Has that worked for you?
No, and I think that's part of the reason why we want to do this, you guys, is just to kind of bring that awareness to people and get them to see, you know. I think every person that have ever decided to do so, you know, yes, they have the dream, yes, they want to do it, yes, they want to make that happen. But a lot of the times, you know, they go through a phase in their life, right, where maybe you can call it a tough phase, right, where, you know, things at the beginning may be hard, but then after that, right, if they keep on it and they persevere, that they end up winning, you know. And that's kind of like what we want to bring. We want to be able to bring those stories with people. And the entrepreneur, like you said, it's not just, I'm going to make the decision and boom, it's there. No, you have to go through certain things, and that's what we want to bring to you guys. So I'm sure you went through it, right? Just like I know for sure my wife and I went through it.
I'm still going through it.
Right. Yeah, because it never stops, to tell you the truth.
But one of the good things about being an entrepreneur is you do what you love.
Right.
I give you a few examples. You focus and you still what you do. If you like, I have a friend. He started washing cars out of his own truck.
Okay.
If you ask him what he sees right now, he have on a few car washes
That's awesome.
all over the city.
That's awesome.
You know, like 3 or 4 through the city. Still had trucks going through office.
Right.
I mean, he has employed about 30, 40 people.
Amazing.
And he started with a tank of water,
Just
pulling
in
out
his truck.
in his truck.
That's
Now I'm talking about 10 years ago. But when we talk to him, he laughs. You know how he started. He doesn't believe or say no. But when you do what you do,
right,
and you love, it grows. Same thing.
Right.
If you lawn the lawn, you know, in the grass
Right.
and all that,
right,
you can start by yourself.
Right.
And next thing you know, you're doing it for the casinos. You're doing it for
Right.
the plazas. You're doing it for
Right.
everything goes big. The long as you focus on your dream.
right,
And that's what entrepreneur is. You know, entrepreneur is not like what most people, well, a lot of other people think, become your own boss, have all this free time, you know. Entrepreneur is do what you love to
Right.
do.
right.
Do it what you to do, and because you love to do it, you do it more hours. It's
Right.
weird how it works.
Yeah.
Because you do it for more hours.
Yeah.
You do like 10, 12 hours.
It's a passion, right? You don't feel like you're working because you know that you love doing it, you know, and especially you have to be in a people business, you know, and I think that's where the magic happens, you know. You can't really build it by yourself or on your own, right? You have to have people that help you. And so I think that's what the whole purpose of the show is going to be, and I know that we're going to be bringing some great value. Again, we're going to be interviewing from people, different walks of life, you guys. And again, we want to be able to expose the local entrepreneurship here of Las Vegas. You know, I mean, we believe is a great market. Las Vegas is a great city that's booming. There's so many people moving into Las Vegas, right? And it's the perfect city to start your own business and become an entrepreneur. So that's really what we want to do. So anything else, Javi, that you want to mention as far as entrepreneurs?
Also, too, so they can stay tuned in our show. These people we're gonna bring, you're gonna recognize them,
Right.
Because you're gonna be driving through the city and say, "Oh, that's the guy in that show. Oh, I didn't know he started that way. Oh, I thought his mom and dad gave him that."
Yeah.
You see people start from the scratch and you see buildings. You know, a lot of the guys very successful, very big entrepreneurs, and we're gonna bring it to you. We're gonna interview so you can hear from their own voices. How did they doing it? How they
Right.
did. So if you're on that fence, you know, trying to make the decision, so you can jump on and be aware what it is. You know, and as long as you dream and you do it with passion and with love, you'll be very successful.
Right. We want to be able to inspire you. We want to be able to, again, bring that awareness and kind of share with you guys. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, right, that are big names, that they're known nationwide, worldwide, right? And it's very hard sometimes to get to these people, or maybe for the average person that's watching this, right, that has a job today, maybe working at one of the casinos here in town, they may look at that and they may think, man, that's so far out there, you know, I don't know if I can be that person. But listen, you start where you're at, right? And then from there you grow. Like us starting this,
Yep.
you know, it was a decision, and we figure, you know what, let's just do it, right? Let's just start it. Let's see what happens. We will get better, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's something new.
Absolutely, something new for us too.
And we will get better, you know, with social media and all these different things. But it's going to be a great show that you're going to love. And again, there's going to be some amazing interviews that we're going to bring to you guys. And we thank you again for all your support in advance and following all of our social media channels. We have great support helping us put together these videos. And it's going to be amazing, man. I'm excited.
I'm very excited and one of the reasons I'm very excited too, Miguel, is because I wish when I was 10 years ago, somebody would talk to me.
Right.
It is true. You got the big names like Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, all these guys that they're doing it right now, you know, but you didn't get no one in the community saying it's possible.
Right.
Look at that guy. Look at the store. Look at that restaurant. Look at all those buildings. They're starting, a lot of them, sure enough, they've been, you know, for many years, but a lot of them, like he said, Vegas is very new. So it's a lot of ways to become a big entrepreneur in here in town.
Right.
So stay tuned. We got many things to come. Anything to close out before we're done?
We're just excited.
Yeah, we're happy, very happy.
We're hopefully tuned in. I mean, I couldn't have picked a better person to help us do this right here.
Just feel the same way.
You know, Javier and I have been great friends for a while now, and I mean, his wife and my wife are very great friends, and I'm sure they'll be part of the show at one point, right? and they're going to be talking about from the partner's perspective, and they're also entrepreneurs on their own
That's very
way as well
interesting
too. Yeah, and so man, we're going to make it fun. We're going to make it dynamic. I mean, we're not perfect, right? So we're going to bring you the best. We're going to bring some great value, so stay plugged in. If you have any questions, you can for sure always ask us. You know, you can send us an email. And, you know, if you know someone, right, Javi, if you know someone that's a great entrepreneur that has made a difference in our community, right, in the whole Vegas Valley, you guys, whether it's out in North Las Vegas, whether it's out in Henderson, whether it's out Centennial, Summerlin, you know, Boulder City, somewhere in the southern Nevada area, you guys, that's who we want to bring up. That's who we want to expose. We want to bring that entrepreneurship mindset and mentality. And a lot of it is probably also for our own benefit, right? Yes. Because we get to grow from it. You know, like you mentioned a little bit ago, we're not done. You know, we're still continuing to build in our businesses. We're still continuing to work on that, you know, on a daily basis. And so we're doing this, one, again, for your awareness, get to expose and get to bring up some of their stories and how they did it at the same time that we're getting something from it because we want to grow as well. And we want to help everyone that's watching grow as well, too.
That's correct, Miguel. And like he's saying, that's something that he's going to do the rest of my life. Because once you do it, you know, you do it because you love it. It's your passion. Well, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned. We come back and let you know some more stuff.